Cat Black here. One question about the Black Admiral's resignation. Admiral Halsey, graduate from an HBCU, Morehouse College no less, and now former high-ranking officer in the United States Navy. He has served under several administrations. Not a Trumper. I don't have a dog, quote, in this fight. I'm neither left nor right. I'm black. So I pose this question. If what he was being told to do under Trump was considered, in his view, war crimes, I would have to ask the esteemed brother, after it was revealed that George W. Bush lied to the American people, to the coalition of the willing, I think he called them, and the world, about the existence of weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, causing the deaths of literally millions of people, would that not have been a time to resign? Again, I'm not engaging in conservative whataboutism. I have no malice toward this brother. The community embraces him, and I'm fine with that. My concern is sort of this misplaced sympathy that I see among community members toward migrants and the countries from whence they hail. Again, I'm not left, I'm not right, but I am black. And it's very interesting that I see black people who do not want migrants from Latin American countries arrested by ICE and other federal components and or state and local components when authorized to do so for deportation. They don't want that to happen. I'm wondering, is this over-identification now extending to offensive actions taken against drug dealers? And I'll even say suspected drug dealers, since many in the community aren't sure that these boats in Venezuela that are being vaporized are in fact on drug courier missions. We know what crack did to the black community. We also know what fentanyl is doing to the black community. I would like to think that misplaced sympathy would not cause black people disproportionately impacted by drug addiction and violent treason in the form of drug trafficking to lend aid and comfort to our tormentors because they happen to be of a, quote, favored ethnicity. Let's be very, very candid. Fentanyl is destroying millennials, Gen Zers, even some of my Generation X who've gotten a hold of that stuff. It's turning otherwise able-bodied adults into helpless creatures with any number of mental health and other issues that are going to take millions of dollars to manage. And that's if they survive. I understand that a lot of us in the community don't like Trump. I got that. But if he produces evidence that these are drug dealers, that he is, or drug couriers, if you want to split hairs, that he is vaporizing, is any member of our community in his or her right mind going to stand up and say, well, no, they have the right to come to our country and deliver dangerous drugs, which in turn find their way into black communities and other communities, because I see a lot of young white people going through today what we black Gen Xers saw our peers go through when the crack cocaine invasion turned functioning black people into the ubiquitous, quote, crackheads. That's all I'm asking. That's just my one question about this Black Admiral's retirement. If we're going to be sympathetic, it needs to be toward ourselves, because the drug addiction and the brutal drug trafficking is hitting us far harder than any other group in this country.